Tell you guys something funny. Have y'all ever, well, some of you have. There's a video that John Wetmore does with, I forget the guy's name. It's some agency. He does leads now. I don't know what he does, honestly. But Brian Delaney sent it to me probably a year ago. About a year and a month ago. And I've listened to it probably 50 times. But there's a section in there, James Butler, where he's talking about how he built his agency in the beginning, how he built his agency in the beginning. And he said that basically every day he would go in and just add a ton of people on LinkedIn. And he would always he would search for like mortgage protection specialist or mortgage protection agent or life insurance agent or XYZ, 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 right? But he was kind of targeting licensed agents that probably weren't happy in the industry because they weren't getting paid what they wanted to get paid. Anyway, this is 12, 15 years ago. So he would send out 100 messages a day. That was his thing. He had to send out 100 messages a day. And all the message would say is, um, hey, James, saw you were in the industry. Hope you're crushing. What would he say? Hey, James, saw you're in the industry. I help people make 400 grand a year. If you're open to a conversation, let's talk. That was it. Something like that. And all he did is just, he's got the book, Do More Now, Get Better Later. He lives his entire life by it. And I think it's just hilarious that his numbers were this. If he sent out 100 messages, 80 of them would not respond, probably not read it. Nothing would happen inside the first 2 to 3 weeks, right? Nothing would happen, James Butler. Nothing. 15 of them would say some very choice words, okay? Usually starting with an F, oftentimes ending with an uck, right? And then like a U. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure if you guys have heard that expression. That's what he would get back. Hey, kick rocks. Hey, find some sticks and beat yourself up with them. Whatever he would say. They would just be pounding sand, basically. A whole lot of that. A whole lot of that. Negative intent. These people are just not having a great morning, right? And then five of them would be interested. You know, put an egg in your shoe and beat it. Yeah, here you go. Never heard that one, but I never heard the stick one that I just tried to make up either. So there you go. Yours is way better, Gil. Appreciate that. So I did something similar on my LinkedIn account. I can target people, so I just targeted, insurance agents, whether they were current, past. I targeted door-to-door salespeople, whether they were current or past, and I sent a very similar message out. And the first 5 to 10 responses, I sent out what, 400? No, I sent out 580 messages on Friday night. And when I tell you, my you know what got ripped. I mean, every time I stopped checking my phone, Tyler, I stopped checking it because it was like, I mean, it was rough. I ain't been talked to like that since I was a freshman in college running laps every day. Like, it was rough. I was like, am I useless? I can't read these. It's like affirmations. Like, I don't want to read these. I am a piece of shit. No way. I'm not that, you know? And then this morning, there's like 5, 10 people that have booked, right? They're like, hey, this is exactly what I was looking for. Thanks. Hey, yeah, I'm looking forward to talking. Hey, the video wouldn't load. Can you send it again? Hey, this, hey, that, right? Now they're curious. It's, I tell you what, it's just the law of large numbers in this game. That's all that it is. It's all that it is. I wonder how many problems would be solved on this call right now if you just tripled your activity today than you normally do on a Monday. If we actually went for the 40 hours in a week mark, like if we just said for the next 6 months, come hell or high water, I'm gonna work 40 hours a week and I'm gonna put the money in the leads. And if I die on that hill, then so be it. But I'm gonna give it everything that I got. I wonder what that would look like. I wonder how many elite producers we'd have just on this call. You ever think about that, Tyler? Like, I think about it all the time. It's like, man, what would happen if we really went all in just to try? Not for a week, not for a day. I'm talking about like 6 days a week. We're making five, six, 700 calls a day. Like, just what would happen? What would happen? Like, I don't know if y'all know much about over there at some of these other companies, but their standard of work is just a lot higher than ours is. I hate to break it to you. I'm finding out things left and right, and I'm like, damn, we're getting outworked, and that's just unacceptable in my opinion. We can control that, you know? We can control that. It's like Tristan was telling me the other day that John was because he does some work with John, and he was like, yeah, John has all of his new agents. They're running 8 appointments a day, 8 appointments, 8 presentations a day, 6 days a week, or they're doing five. It's either 500. So a day, they calculate a day as either 500 dials, 8 presentations, or a sale. Any of those qualifies as a good day, a day that's going to move the needle. Anything less than that, it's like, what did we do? We twiddle some thumbs, takes no talent. It's like, how many people, and you don't have to throw it in the chat, you don't have to be honest with yourself or me, I don't really care. How many people got into this industry and started working for themselves because they thought it was going to be easier? I'll raise my hand. I thought it was going to be easier. I thought it was going to be way easier. I'll be the first to tell you. I was like, damn, I ain't going to have to work as much. I can get my job done quick and get the hell out of there. Because that's why I don't like to work. I'll be clear with you. I don't like to work. It's not my favorite thing to do. Like I remember cutting grass for my dad. I was working as a high school senior trying to get gas money. Like that's all I was doing. And I was getting paid for my time. I was getting paid like $9 an hour, and I was supposed to work all day Saturday cutting the grass. Well, the grass didn't take all day to cut. It didn't. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like I'm an all gas, no brakes type of guy. Like I'm all in or I'm all out. I don't want to be out there in the hot sun for 12 hours a day. It's like you're paying me to kill me. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I see no reason to do that. I want to get in, get out. I got home at 11:30 in the morning. He's like, "What the hell are you doing here? You taking a lunch break?" I was like, "I'm done." He said, "What do you mean you're done?" I said, "The grass is cut, bro." He said, "I didn't pay you to cut the grass. I'm paying you for your time." Like, how, Sway? How? See, I got into this industry thinking I could just get in, get out. The problem is this shit's hard and it takes a lot of reps. Everything is on us. Like y'all do understand that. Like yeah, it's great, but it's gonna be harder. Y'all ever get on Instagram and just scroll? I doom scroll, pretty much. Yeah, not every night, but some nights. I'll just sit there and baby's asleep, Holly's asleep, ain't no good podcast on, so I'll just scroll. And my algorithm is set to entrepreneurship. That's all I see. Is I'll see Tony Robbins here. I'll see Mel, whatever her name is. She's up there. I don't see as much of the Brad guy. I can't think of his last name. Anyway, I see a good bit of stuff, and one of them was hilarious. It's like, yeah, I gave up my 9 to 5 so I could work 24/7. It's like I gave up my 9 to 5 so I could work 24/7, right? But there's a cost to ownership. There's a cost to it. And I'm just curious this morning who's willing to pay that shit. Because you're gonna have to pay it. You're gonna have to pay it. You don't have to pay it forever, but you gotta pay it now. Okay? And the longer that we delay paying this price, and yes, maybe it's a bigger lead investment. Maybe it's just sitting down at your desk longer and dialing more. Maybe it's getting rid of the preparation and just freaking working. Whatever it is, you know what it is. I know what it is for me. Everybody on this call knows the one thing that you've got to do. Write it down. What's the one thing I'll write mine down. Don't tell anybody else. What's the one thing that you got to do? I'll write mine down. All right, wrote mine down. It's one thing I got to do. And it's the only thing, and it's the hardest thing for me to do. I don't want to do it. Jesus Christ, I don't want to do it. Don't care to do it. It's the one thing that's got to get done. And I could do everything else at a high level, but it will not matter for two reasons. Number one, it's not the actual lever that's going to move my business. And number two is I won't respect myself because I won't do what I know I need to do. And that's the biggest thing. Like, how do you want your self-image to be? Who do you want to be? Is it the one that does the hard thing, that does it regardless of feelings, or is it the one that does everything else except that? And we are what we do most often. You can try to conspiracy theory your way into something else, but it's bullshit. And what if you did make it to the top? What if you did make it to the top and you didn't do the one thing you needed to do? Well, now there's a hole in your business. There is a foundation that is built on sand and not stone. And now you think you're worried now when you ain't got money, you just wait till you have money and you ain't doing the thing that you need to do. I've been in both of those positions. Okay? I'm telling you guys, you got to do the shit. You got to do the shit that moves the needle. The one thing in your business that it is. And if you don't know what it is, you know what it is. It's the thing you don't want to do. Okay? It's whatever it is that you don't want to do. That's like the one thing that's the hardest for you to do, not skill set wise, but resistance wise. What we want is always on the other side of that resistance. Okay? That resistance, think of it as a fence that's keeping you out and you got to knock it down. The door's right there. All you got to do is walk up to it, but it's scary on the other side. Why? Because you don't know what the other side brings. There's promise on the other side. There's comfort here, but the devil you know is always better than the devil you don't. Like y'all think Jordan Hunt ain't got problems? You think he ain't got shit that keeps him up at night? I promise you he does. The founders got shit that keeps them up at night. Brandon and Casey, they all do. They all got stuff that keeps them up at night. Okay? The things that they haven't conquered. That one thing that they know they need to do. The founders have them. Delaney's got it. Russman's got it. T-Brew's got it. I got it. Hunter Pagan's got it. Gill's got it. Ryan, Tarl, whatever you want to call him, he's got it. Right? Everybody's got it. The question is, and the thing, and the like the real, we're all waiting for that one magic phrase, that one magic one liner that's going to help us close more deals. It ain't going to help you close more deals. It's that one thing that you know you need to do every freaking day to move the needle in your business. And that one thing will change, but for now, that's the price you got to pay. And you can't negotiate with it. You can try. Like we can try to negotiate with it. I'm telling you, I've done it. Guys, I've done it. I've tried to make this business easier. I've tried. I've tried every way. And every time that I did, my team collapsed. Every time I tried to make it easier rather than doing the one thing I know I needed to do, everything fell apart. I know this ain't the Monday message y'all wanted. Everybody's like, man, I wanted to learn how to sell today. You know how simple it is to sell this shit? You die, it pays. You want it or not. Call more people. So just call the laydowns. If you made enough dials, if you bought enough leads and just made more calls, I promise you, you would just find enough laydowns. Selling this stuff's not hard. Can you read? Great, you can win. Well, I'm dyslexic. Okay, can you hear it? Can you listen to it? Okay, now you write it down. You'll remember it and then say it. There's more recordings and trainings and scripts out there than we know what to do with. The answers are here. And you can read every personal development book, but they all say the same thing is do the one thing. Do the one thing that in your life, it's unique to you, will move the needle. And some of you may be doing it and now you just need more time. But that's when you're going to bed proud of yourself for effort. And that's a beautiful place to be. You guys ever, you guys ever, what is it? Hold on, there's a quote from this book. If y'all haven't read this book, you should. It's Winning by Tim Grover. I would read Relentless first. If you don't like language, then shit, I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of language in here. I don't know how to get away from that. Let me see. There's a quote in here. I gotta find it. Let's see here. Where is I've read this book so much it's fallen apart. Okay, James Butler. I've read this book 4 times, if not five, and I bought it in 2021. I read it 3 times on my AO push. I read it in 2021. I read it. I read the whole book in August. I read the whole book in September. I read the whole book in October. This book has all the answers in it. Actually, it really doesn't. It just tells you what you're going to experience, and it sucks. I'll tell you, winning sucks. It says that winning. Where is the damn table of contents in this rigmarole? Hold on just a second. There we go. It's right here. Where is this damn thing at? Clearly, I haven't read this in a while. Hold, please. I think I found it. Okay, let's see here. Winning wages a war on the battlefield in your mind. If you've ever chased after something, that's that you know that battlefield, that's what we're talking about. There's a bunch of landmines set out by there, okay? By your old self, by your ego trying to keep you where you are. Okay. Winning is the ultimate gamble on yourself. Winning isn't heartless, but you'll use your heart less. That's very, very true. That's the hate and the heart shit and the next stuff that we talk about. Okay. Winning belongs to them and it's your job to take it. Winning wants all of you. There is no balance. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. You think Michael Jordan, the greatest ever, quote unquote, okay? Don't care about your opinion on that, right? It's my call. I can say what I want. Michael Jordan, the ultimate competitor, the ultimate winner, right? They said that he had a gambling problem. He said, I don't have a gambling problem. I have a competition problem. Like how much of Michael Jordan's life has been winning and how much of Michael Jordan's life has been doing the hard shit he don't want to do to cause the win. I guarantee it's like 99.999 to 0.0000001%. That's like there is no balance and it's not going to be that fun. When you look back, you can be like, "Damn, man, what was I doing to win?" It's like you were doing the thing that freaking sucked. What about the good old days, right? The pursuit is the fun part. Winning is so fleeting, right? Like, Tori, I got bad news for you. Whenever they announce you here in 2 weeks, whenever they announce you, now I don't know if it'll be this Wednesday, but it'll definitely be next Wednesday, right? Whenever they announce you, you're going to have this moment of joy and you deserve it. You're going to have this moment. Tyler, whenever you hit it, Eric, Ryan, Gil, whenever you guys hit a Simeon, right? All you guys that are up and comers, whenever you hit it, Adam, like there's going to be a moment where it's just overwhelming joy. And then there's going to be a lot of moments that's like, is this all that it was? And that feeling is so addicting of just that bliss that what you'll find is that bliss is so fleeting. And every time that you want that bliss of winning, that joy of winning, that fuck yeah, I did it, that moment, like that one right there in the locker room, crying because you overcame so much, you did it. What happens the rest of your life? Do you think that it just lasts forever? It doesn't. It becomes evidence. It becomes um, a cookie that you can pull out of the jar when on your next time where you're climbing up that mountain and you can't take another step. That's all these wins are. Okay? Like I'm telling you guys, because right now some of y'all are trying to learn the phone script and just if I could just figure out how to book 15 appointments in a week. Okay, well that mountain will soon be a molehill and then you'll be climbing another mountain and it's going to feel the same. But you're getting bigger, you're getting stronger, you're getting bigger, you're getting stronger. And normally each mountain that you're starting to climb is just going to get higher and more difficult and more higher and difficult. And you can't always look like Jordan talks about it all the time. Y'all ever heard Jordan Hunt talk about it? He's like, well, I don't know if I can be where Delaney is or if I can do what Delaney's doing, but I know I can take one more step. I know I can do this thing well. And now Jordan's speaking on stages across the country. He's getting paid to speak. He's getting offered to, like, I think one of the 130s offered him 10 grand to fly in and speak at their conference. The guy came here with a stutter. I started stuttering in my phone script because I thought it was part of the script. That's how bad he stuttered. I swear to you, not making that up. Hand on the Bible. Okay. I hope you guys are, I hope you guys are following me on this. Okay. Like, the last one I'll tell you is this is winning is going to take you through hell. Like you're gonna go through hell. Winning's gonna take you through hell. But here's the thing that nobody will tell you, but I'll tell you right now, is if you quit, you stay there forever. Because you know that these other people that ain't special, they won. So why didn't you? And we can blame and we can give it. We can say it was my upline. He was a prick. It was my upline. He didn't do his job. It was the leads. They suck. It was the training is god awful. There's no support. Aaron didn't answer my phone call, right? Gino, it's just so easy for Gino. He gets these special leads. Well, Razor Ridge is pieces of shit. Whatever it is, it's all external. But you know that you didn't do that one thing deep down inside that you knew you were supposed to do. And that's what's going to haunt you every time that you look in the mirror. Follow me on that? So if you don't want that haunting feeling, which I promise you, it never goes away. It never goes away, Ryan. You know what to do. Just fucking do it. Excuse my French. Okay? Excuse my French. But you know what to do. And you see what happens when the people go out there and do it. See, you know why I'm going to SWAT? Because Nate Alford makes probably 200 grand a month, if not more. I know he makes 100 grand a month just from a different business, not even this one. Like, it's crazy the money that he's making. He's printing it. John Wetmore's going to be speaking. He's printing it. Dude makes probably $1 million a month. Like, I want to see if there's something in their DNA that's different or if they just made different decisions and they're just like me. I just want to find out one more time if what I'm talking about with you guys today is the truth. Because I swear to you, y'all ever heard this? Anybody can do this business. It's just the ones that decide to. It's not even about deciding if you're going to do the business. It's about deciding if you're going to do that one thing that you don't want to do that's required. The cost of winning here is just the cost. And you're either going to pay it or you ain't. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.